Hi guys. So basically, I've come to the end of my university year now, and after a great university success this year, I'm just going to sum up just a few things that I feel that I've personally progressed throughout the duration of it itself. Um, Obviously, with regards to feedback that I've been given throughout the whole duration, John said I've got a real good mix up of all the blog posts. Some of them are really interesting. A lot of the reflection about the sort of type of things that's going on within my blog post is quite relevant to myself personally as a coach. Um, as well as this, I feel that I've taken part in a lot of supplementary blog posts that John's advocated, but I've also put a little twist on some of them and included some of my own stuff. And really, it's just a great mix up of loads of different articles, blog posts, and I've got a fair few videos in there as well. Um, I just wanted to sort of summarise the overall module and what it was. It's called the Reflective Coach, and as a coach, reflection is massive. It's a massive part of being a successful coach. And personally, over this year, at the start of the year, I'm going to be honest with you, I was thinking reflective coach. Come on, I'm really not looking forward to this. As the years progressed, I've noticed that hang on, there's something in there um, that is quite important. And then as it went on and on, I thought, sugar, this is actually really important. Reflection, it's great. It's the way I personally did it. I'd go out coaching, um, and I'd sit down after my coaching session, and I'd just look at myself in the mirror, and I think to myself, you know what, that situation I've been put in today, what would I do differently next time, and why would I do that? It's all right on my blog post writing about so and so, but I think the main factor about reflective practice is why have you done that? And you can go into so much depth as to why you've performed one thing. I mean, you see so many coaches out there now, they'll just do something without even thinking about it, and you think to yourself, is that the correct thing you want to be doing? Is that what they've done? And obviously, through this module, I feel like I've learned sort of better ways to reflect on my own practice. I've done this through going speaking to other coaches. Been speaking to actual some of the children I've been coaching, asking, can I? Is it all right if we get a little bit of feedback on you? Be totally honest with me. It will help me as a coach. And they've said things and led me on to things that believe that thanks for that. That's helped me out a lot. Um, so yeah, it's all about that really. Um, they say reflection is sort of like a spiral process, where you think as to why you've performed something and what you do again in the future. Um, I'm going to put little bit of a twist on this and reflect on the reflective coach module, and what I'd do again if I was to perform it.
Night, love.
Night, Dad. Shout out to the dad there who's wishing me good night. Um, so yeah, reflecting on the module itself, I'd say it's been a great success. Um, if I was to perform it again next time, I think obviously I've got so many blogs in there that's quite relevant. And speaking to a lot of my university friends, I've got, not being big headed, but I've got a fair few more than them, and I feel that even if I was to do it again, I could still smash more out. Um, there's so much things that go on in coaching. There's so much you can write about. It's just struggling to put it all into one module, and I've come across a very similar module called um, is it coaching practice. Coaching practice. I've had to do an Evernote log for that as well, and a lot of the stuff's run alongside each other. But obviously, I don't want to keep copying and pasting the same blog post because where's the originality in that? Um, so yeah, when I'm looking at personal goals and personal improvements and personal achievements over the year, I did actually write a list when I first started my blog post about what I'm looking forward to um, progressing as a coach. I feel that one of the main things that I've come across is the style of my coaching. I started the year without no philosophy coaching. I didn't even know what the word philosophy was. As I've gone through the year, both John and Cliff have been doing lectures about it, and I think to myself, hang on, what is my philosophy? And where has it come from? And where's its origins? And it's made me think about my own philosophy, and I feel like, from personal view, at a grassroots level, equality is one of my massive factors in my philosophy itself. As well as this, I feel like one of the greatest achievements is, after speaking to Cliff and John at the same time, I think I had this conversation with Cliff. I had a conversation with Cliff and I said to him, Cliff, I feel like when I first came into this coaching sort of degree, I thought to myself, it's all about me looking good and the kids looking good. But there's so much more to that. And Cliff said to me, Tom, you know what? You need to have a sit down and think to yourself, it's not all about seeing the kids play. It's about the psychological element to it. There's people might be out there that are struggling for confidence, and your job as a coach, Tom, is to overcome some of those barriers that are stopping people participating in sport. And you've got to try and do everything in your way that you can to try and enhance them, and basically interact them with your performance. And I feel like that's been a massive success. The way I've done that is there's been all sorts of stuff. I've been working closely at Burnden Park AstroTurf in Bolton, and I've been running a free football session for children. Obviously, I can remember when I was at school, you'd spend all your dinner money on sweets and all that, and you've got no money left. But I've been running a 4 till 5 session week in, week out now, and there's so many kids coming down, and it's free. There's no money involved. You just get there, and it's just sort of just games and little drills to help and enhance. And there's kids, and they absolutely love it. And they're asking, "Can you do another night?" And it's brilliant, and I kind of love that. So personally, that's one way that I've achieved a barrier of participation levels and trying to increase them. There's been all sorts of stuff this year. Obviously, it's a year-long module, and as I said, some of my main development areas would definitely be confidence in coaching, discipline in coaching. Before I started university, I struggled so much, especially within the first year. I did minimal coaching, but in this second year, I've done a lot of coaching now, and I feel like my discipline within the children is miles better than what it was. And finally, I'd just like to say that it's not all about coaching. Some of the actual lectures and sort of drills and little sessions we've been doing with the actual university has been brilliant. And some have been really effective, and made them think to yourself, you know what? Let's look from it a different perspective, and that's what I've done. And I think that's what's helped me out throughout this module itself. So I just want to thank you guys for that, and thank you for taking your time to come and shed light on what you think and making us think in different ways and stuff like that. So yeah, on a whole, reflecting the whole, I feel like I've performed very well in this module. Obviously, John or Cliff, you'll have to decide for yourselves, but I just want to thank you for helping me out wherever I've needed you through this past university year. Yeah, so I'll see you soon, guys, and I look forward to my first nice one.